Alright, this is the software package that I wrote for myself, and I thought I would share it with everybody else. You know, clean it up, make it look good, and share it with everybody else. And if you like it, I can always add things to it and stuff. It's pretty simple, but it's a very handy application, and this is why I wrote it. I call it Find It Fast because I need to find things fast. Now, I've been messing around with this code for years, making multiple versions of it, and I finally get it a little bit more fine-tuned to what I use it for most. Now, when I set up a Windows box, there are certain applications that I want to have kind of handy, and bookmarks don't seem to be working out too good because bookmarks tend to disappear on these new browsers. So I can encode all of this stuff in this application, and it can be there ready to be used anytime. It's static. It's the URLs are inside the application, and they're not going to change until you update the application. And the other thing I wanted to be able to do is I wanted to search multiple websites at the same time for the same thing. I got tired of going to each individual website one by one, typing them out, and going to the .com, .org, whatever they are, and typing in your search, and then going to the next tab, and then typing in another one. So I got everything kind of inside this application. And I want to share with you how this works. Now, when you download the application, it'll be in a zip file, so you unzip it. Okay, unzip the thing, and you get these two little files. It just tells you what it is, and the application itself. It's a standalone executable file. Alright. First thing is it's just a simple launcher right here. If I want to do a web search, a people search, a software search, I have a handy application list here. Boom. Look at all these applications. If you want audio players, as you push the button and 8 audio players or potential audio players that you might want to use are right there. Antivirus is 9. See the 9 over here on the end in the parentheses? The number in parentheses are how many web pages that it's going to open at a time. So don't go crazy here. Just click one button at a time and kind of sit back and wait for it to load so you don't overload your computer. But when the web pages load, you're going to be able to find what you need pretty fast because all the web pages are right there. Okay, let me find a shorter one kind of thing. Firewalls. Click that one button, firewalls, and just sit back and wait a second. And the browser here will launch 8 web pages of the firewalls that I put into the application. Okay, pretty handy because you want to find which one you want fast. So it's kind of right here in the application. Now we can go back. I have we'll try these out too. Like you want to find something, general search, APK search, a torrent search, an archive search, an image search. Kind of basic searches that we use every day, but when you choose this one, you're going to get Google, Bing, Yahoo, Metacrawler. This one here, you're going to get WebCrawler, Zoo, Metager, and Metacrawler. This one, Swiss Cows, Dogpile, Hotbot, and Info. Mojeek, Presearch, DuckDuckGo, and Brave. This is the one I use most often because I find the most accurate results from it. So I put this at number 1. If I want to find a torrent real quick, I will put my torrent in here, and that I'm searching for, and just click that one, and it'll launch all 4 of these pages, and then I can go down here and go like that, and go search again, and then launch another 4 pages. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Say we're going to search for something, Renegade. Okay, just Renegade. I find this just an easy term because you're going to recognize it when it does it. And it's already searched, so you hit search. Now this is one of the only glitches in the application is for some reason it'll run this at the same time, and I got to figure out how to get rid of that. But here we go. We got 4 searches: Mojeek, Presearch, DuckDuckGo, and Brave right here. All of them searching for the same term that I just did. Now, if I want to search for I want to get this done, search for another 4 right here. Just bam. Give it a second. Another 4 of them will come up. Okay? Swiss Cows, Dogpile, Hotbot, and Info. So now I just searched for 8 of these web pages by putting it once in here and clicking this search. I can go like this and go click another, and it'll search another 4. If I am searching for a torrent, I would click this one and click search. And like I said, this is like a glitch I got to figure out. I don't know why it keeps bringing that up. It does it on some and does it on the others. This is part of the debugging process of the code. There's nothing major, it's just something simple. I just got to figure it out. Okay, there we go. If I want to search lime torrents and these other ones, boom, there they are. Like I said, click on it and just wait, because it'll take time for it to run these 4 commands and launch these 4 web pages in your default browser. This can be any browser you want. You choose your browser. Okay. So, if I wanted to find people, I click on the people search. We got a reverse phone lookup, which I use from time to time. And if I want a people search, I can hook over here, and these are all of the most popular people searches. Email addresses, a vehicle search, a social security number validator, an address search, business search, username generator. I found this handy from time to time, so you got username generators. And over here we have a software launcher. These are frequently used software that I use, and I just wanted to make a launcher. So I come up with this. I like TreePad for database. It launches or installs TreePad. Keep in mind, this is very simple coding, and these applications have to be installed in their default directory in order for the button to work. Because when you click the button like TrueCrypt, it's looking for TrueCrypt in program files, whatever, TrueCrypt, whatever, right? Okay, wherever it defaults to install these applications is where these buttons are going to try to recall it. Say, for instance, that you do not have the software, and I don't have RocketDock in this, so I'm going to click this, and it's going to say, oh, program missing. Will now attempt to update. Install it in C program files, 86, RocketDock.exe for the button to work. Okay, now when I click on it, it's going to take me to the website to download RocketDock. I download it, install it in the default location, and the next time I run the software and click RocketDock, RocketDock will run. Okay, the same thing with these other ones. PeerBlock is missing. Boom. It takes me to the PeerBlock website. Now I can download it, and it'll download it into whatever program files, PeerBlock, whatever, and now it'll run by using the button, if it is installed. Okay. If you have, this is one of the more handy things that I use, is the PC system repair. If it's slow or anything, here we go. We got Malwarebytes, Hitman Pro, Norton Eraser, CC Cleaner, Glare Utilities, Patch My PC, and Rollback RX. Now, I did use ChatGPT to help me figure out the best applications to use, and I tried to stick with all open software free applications. If there is a paid one, it's like an option. Okay, I try to use the free software first because everybody likes that, of course. And why pay for something you're only going to use once when you don't need to? Okay, so I try to build all that into the software, and yeah, it come out pretty good here. See, you got a few more defrag tools, and some of these are Windows shellcodes. So Windows shellcodes are like control panel and different files and shit on your system. You can call them from these buttons, like the control panel. That is a shellcode. You put a shellcode on a button, boom, there's your control panel, okay, on your Windows thing. But I like being able to build these applications in that are frequently used and they work well, like folder sync. Every once in a while, I think everybody, like myself, uses a folder sync. So I can click on that and see I have it installed, so it runs. And if I didn't have it installed, it would say, hey, you don't have it installed, here's the website, put it into the default directory, and now the button will work. And like I said, instead of having to go over to the start thing and looking through shit, you always have your buttons right kind of handy. Want the task manager? There it is. Boom. Windows programs and features. See, I got that right there. You can put all of that stuff in this. I frequently use Resource Manager, so boom. I like to keep an eye on the network, what's going on the network. So I added that in there. You can see what you're connected to and all that jazz over here. And I like that because any software that I frequently use, I can always put in here. Like Proton VPN. Don't use it all the time, but if I want it, I got it right here. And it'll help me install it if I need to. So very, very handy stuff. And I can add any website with a search on the URL where the search comes up here. I can actually use it to embed into the application in order to do this 3 or 4 or 5 or however many searches I want to do at once. So I can always add to this. I can keep it on adding websites and whatever to this application. Like I said, I only put things in it right now that I frequently use from time to time, and I do it just so I can find stuff quicker, find it fast. And yeah, this is it. Simple software. Got the little launcher here. I did a kind of a help thing, let you know, just stay on top off. That means the windows here will go over it, and then you got to find it. You know, sometimes when you're using search software, you want it on, so it's staying like this. If I'm searching for something, I'm going to have this stay on top of everything, so I can see the web pages come up, and then I might minimize it or whatever when they all load. But I can always add to them if I don't think I got the search that I'm looking for. I can always, by having this on top, I can say, well, I'm going to try that one and then that one. And this software is going to be never ending. I can keep adding to this and adding more categories and searches and buttons and stuff like that. So if anybody has any suggestions, just email me at ssreality@mail.com, and I can do my best to try to add whatever you find useful into the next edition of the software. And I hope you find it useful. I wrote this for myself. I use it all the time, and I wind up sort of depending on it because I wind up going, hey, I got it in that application. When I go to search for something, I'm like, hey, it's in that application. So I do wind up using this almost every day.